welcome to my channel, Ursula Living, and of course, I am your girl, Ursula, and I want to know how you living. Y'all want to know how I'm living? I'm living deep with this new Fenty Beauty cosmetic line. Yes, God, I am, so let's just jump right up into it. Y'all, when I heard that Rihanna was coming out with a beauty line, I was like, hold up. Better have my money. She coming for y'all's money, your coins, your cash, your pennies, your savings, your 401k. She coming for you up in this line. I was so excited about this line, as you can tell, because you know, Rihanna's music be bumping, okay? You know, like I said, I be rolling to better have my money, you know, have it. But no, I love her music, but the thing that I love most about Rihanna, even beyond her music, is her sense of style, her beauty, what she's, from her hair down to what she's wearing to her shoes, whatever. I love it. Back in the day when her hair was cut really, really short, your girl went to her stylist, sat down in the chair, she was like, girl, what kind of style you want? Give me that Rihanna cut. And I rocked that cut for quite a while. So as you can see, I'm just like a huge fan of Rihanna. I just love her. I love her sense of style. So when I heard that she was coming out with a makeup line and the way that they were amping it up and talking about it, I was like, okay, Riri, this better be huge, because like your girl is counting on you. Your girl is counting on you. And when everything dropped, and one of the top header of the line is the foundation, she dropped 40 foundations, like coming out the box, like bam, like in your face, there you go. And not only did she come out with 40 shades in the foundation, she came out with a lot of shades that were very complimentary towards the to us people of color, especially those of darker skin tones. And I absolutely love that about it, because you guys know in the makeup world, a lot of the times, especially when it comes to foundation, people of color are just not well represented. So I absolutely love that. And then on the flip side of it, her line, what it truly represents in a nutshell, she wanted her line to be for everybody, not just for people of color, but just everybody. And another thing we have to remember, as people of color, we really do come in all different shades. And so, you know, there's my shade, there's darker, we have people that are albino, and she well represented on that as well. Like, she has a shade 100, and that shade is very light. And I know there's a lot of Asian sisters that are very light, you know, and Caucasian sisters that are just like very pale color, like they're very white. And so she represented for them as well. So she represented for everybody. And I think that everybody, if you go into Sephora and get a color match now, that you really can find a color that will complement your skin tone fairly well. So I was really, really happy about that. And then of course, everything else that came along with the line was truly, truly wonderful. So this is going to be my review on it. I've worn the makeup a couple of times, but I'm going to show you how I apply it, give you some tips and tricks, come back with my final thoughts, and that's going to be it, guys. I hope that you go out and that you try this line. I'm going to just tell you straight out the box, it's a pretty decent line, okay? Is it going to replace what I have already? I don't know, but the line is dope, and I think that you should try it. So check out the next clip. Let me know what you think down in the comment section down below, and enjoy. You better have all right, guys, so we've come to the most exciting part of this video. This is where I'm actually going to show you all the products that I have and also apply them so you can see how they look on my skin, and also telling you, you know, what I think about the products, as well as telling you some tips and tricks that I've learned from watching other YouTubers, as well as from following Fenty Beauty on Instagram, which I suggest that you do that so that you can stay up to date on all things Fenty Beauty, as well as some new releases that are coming out in October. We'll talk about that a little bit later, possibly. So to start this off, I'm going to start with some accessories. And what I mean by accessories is like the brushes and things like that. So Fenty Beauty has several brushes. I have none of them. They have a foundation brush slash body brush, a highlight and contour brush. They have a brush for their Invisimatte, which is their translucent powder. And they also have a brush that you can use just to take with you on the go, to use to use like a miniature highlighting brush for the highlighters. So they have several different brushes, but I don't have any with me. Now, when I was in Sephora, I was able to apply my foundation when they were trying to color match me with the brushes, and they were wonderful brushes. They're about in the 30, they range from 34 to 24 for the brushes. They did work wonderfully. I am even contemplating going back and at least getting the foundation slash body brush because they did work great, felt great on the skin, and it worked well with the foundation, which I think is great because I love when products within a line work together, because there has been some product lines, more so hair, that they just don't work together, and I'm just like, that doesn't make sense to me. So the brushes, if you don't have any brushes, I recommend that you go try them out, see if you like them, get them. But I have quite a few brushes here, and so I decided to work with this and what I have. Also, she does have blotting paper, which I don't have that as well. And the blotting paper, just so you can blot if you're out and about. You can buy the blotting paper, and then also they have a refill thing. So you don't have to buy the whole little kit and caboodle all over again. You just can buy the paper over again. Okay, so with that said, let's go ahead and get started. Now, Fenty Beauty, they have the Fenty Beauty Primer. Now, I didn't buy that either because I was like, well, I'm not much of a primer girl. But because this was part of the line, I did ask for a sample from Sephora. And guys, believe me, if it's anything in Sephora, if it's a liquid or some kind of powder where they can make a true sample, now they're not gonna break up no compact, but if it's like a loose powder, they can give you samples of things. So don't be afraid to ask for samples, as well as with the foundation as well. So I asked for the sample here, and I've been using it, so I don't have a whole lot left, but the it's just like pink liquidy, type of primer. And this is what it looks like on the hand. And as you can see, so I'm just gonna put some on my face. I have a mirror, so I'm gonna be looking over. I've never done this type of video before, so bear with me, guys. And I know the light's kind of going in and out. I just wanted to use some natural light today and not any special other lights, because when I'm getting ready in my bathroom, I don't have no ring light on. I just have natural light or the fluorescent lights or whatever's in my bathroom. So there you go. And it looks like I used a lot, but I really didn't. You gotta get under that chin. Get under that chin, y'all. Get under that chin. Okay, so how does that look? I'm gonna get up close. No, the light from that window is kind of whatever, but feels good on the skin and doesn't feel greasy or anything like that. It just feels real smooth on the skin. All right. And excuse my few breakouts that you may see. That's just because, yeah, y'all know what time it is. Okay, so after you have that on, I'm gonna let that kind of just sit for a minute as I explain the next item, which is the Fenty Beauty foundation. And they recommend that you shake it before you begin, so I'm gonna shake it. And let me tell you about this foundation. So I'm in the color 370, and I was going to get it online when everything first came out, but I decided to wait, which I'm so glad that I waited, because let me tell you my little tip and trick on the foundation as far as color matching. My thing is, if possible, please go into a Sephora and get matched, okay? Go into Sephora and get matched. And when you go in, especially at first if no one's there to help you, you might look at the foundation and say, oh, I think that I'm about this color, but I would get that color and even get a color lighter, and then have them match you up and, blend it in and see what color looks good on your skin. Because you might be surprised that you think your color is one color, but you really need to go up the next color that's lighter than that. And the reason being is, and I'm gonna put this to rest, a lot of people are saying that the foundation oxidizes. It does not. Fenty Beauty released a statement on that, and they said that their foundation does not oxidize. And I'm probably gonna get it wrong, but for you guys that really know what oxidation means, she said that she mentioned what oxidation means, which is it turns it like a brown, ashy, orangey, whatever color she said, okay? Their foundation doesn't do that. What happens is, this is a soft matte formula, and what it does is when it actually hits the face and it's and you're putting it on, the water evaporates from the foundation, which might make it seem like it has become darker, but it really hasn't. But then again, that's why I say go ahead and get color matched at Sephora. And then when you're in there, once you have the foundation on, walk around for a couple of minutes and see how the foundation sets on your skin. So walk around for 15-20 minutes, check out some of the other Fenty products, play with them, and then go back and look in the mirror and see how the foundation looks. So that way you're not just like, oh yeah, rubbing it in your skin, oh yeah, this color looks good, and then 15-20 minutes later when you've actually tried it on at home, and then you're like, oh, it's too dark. No, just go get color matched, walk around Sephora for about 15-20 minutes, make sure that the color, once the color, the water evaporates, everything settles down, that is the right color for you. All right, so as you can see, mine's a little messy, but it comes in this kind of like glass. It kind of has some weight to it, glass type bottle. Has Fenty Beauty right there, and then you can see mine's a little dirty, but I am in the color 370. It says shake well, which is what I've been doing, and this is a light to medium coverage. You can build it up, but I'm gonna do about 1.5 pumps, okay? And there you go. You can see it's real liquidy, and I'm going to go ahead and apply. I should have had this brush ready. Where's my brush? I'm gonna apply it with my little Real Techniques foundation brush that I usually use. I'm trying to get up close so y'all guys can see, but I'm just gonna blend that in. And at Sephora, they told me just to blend down. And that light from that window is like kind of too much light. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see, but let me look in my mirror so I can see what I'm doing. And I've worn this a couple of times, so I can already go ahead and tell you guys what I think about it. The foundation goes on really nice, and the foundation goes on really nice, really smooth. Once it actually dries and sets, it's really, really wonderful. And I love that it's not a full coverage foundation, but yet you can build up, because sometimes everybody does not want a full foundation. You just want something light that makes you look like you got some life in your life, like you have life, like you're alive. Okay, and I know this light from this window is probably not, I should have gone because it's making me look like it's ashy, and it does not look like this at all. It doesn't look good in my beauty this thing right here. Okay, but I have it on, and while I have it on, I'm just gonna let it sit for a minute as we talk about the next product. But it's really good, y'all. And let me tell you something about this foundation and this makeup. I went to a Janet Jackson concert. I went out and I danced, and I was sweating, and I could feel the sweat. I didn't have any blotting tissues or the Invisimat or anything. And when I did this, I was sweaty, but it was really weird because I could feel the sweat on me. And then by the time the concert was over and you relax and you're not as sweaty anymore, it's just like the sweat evaporated and my face still made. Okay. All right, so there you go. That's the foundation. Maybe if I go back a little bit. There, not so much in the light, you can see. Can y'all see that? Yes, get it, Fenty, get it. So, the next thing they have are the matchsticks. Now the matchsticks come in like a matte and shimmer, and they are going to be like you can use them as concealers, you can use them for your contouring, you can use them because they have the shimmer color. The shimmer color is more for like a highlight, also for your you can use it for your blush and stuff as well. Yeah, but anyway, I'm not a big contour person, but I'm gonna do it for the sake of this video. The matchsticks are about $25. Now you can buy it in a trio, which is what I did, which is you get a you get the lighter highlight or concealer for underneath the eyes, you get the contouring color, and you get a shimmer stick, which is a highlight. So you get all three for $54, and it's really cool because when I went in Sephora, depending on what your foundation is, they have a color wheel, and within that color wheel, for instance, my shade was 370, and so they hooked me up with I think it's the tan trio, which consists of truffle, caramel, and rum. And I'm going to show you these three. But let me show you the best part, which everybody mentions, is that it's magnetic. Yes, yes, let's get past that part. And I think it's cool because then when you have your stuff all on the counter, I'm just gonna show you the other ones I have. Look, bam, you just do it up. All right, so let me show you the colors here. Now I've used these quite a bit. So you have these 3 colors here. Maybe I should do it like that. Yeah. So the first one over here is truffle. This is caramel, and this is rum. So truffle is going to be my contour. So I'm going to do that. And I'm not a contour person, so please, I know I'm probably doing this wrong, but I'm just not a contour person. I don't know. Let's do it down the nose. I don't know. I'm in a tribal situation here. And then let's see, then we're gonna do the caramel, which is for underneath the eye or your highlighting. So I'm just gonna do one, 2, 3, and then I'm gonna do some highlighting here. And you can kind of barely see it underneath here. It's like I have to scoot back. Wow, maybe I should have zoomed out. You can see it better zoomed out. Now the matchsticks are pretty creamy. They're different. If you're used to a liquid type highlight and all that, you may or may not like this, honestly. But it feels very smooth. I mean, it just glides on. Scoot back, but it works really good. I probably put too much on. But now for the contour, what I do is I use my e.l.f. brush. It's a contouring brush, as you guys can see. This is made by e.l.f. And I'm just gonna contour this in. So, I mean brush it in. So, and as you can see, it brushes in really nice. And then it's gonna brush that highlight. And goes on really good. I mean, I don't know. I'm not much, like I said, I'm not much of a contour person. Wonderful. Now for underneath my eye, this is I learned this from Patrick Star. This is Morphe G2, and this is like a little booty blender on a stick, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. And I'm just gonna go underneath my eye. Okay, and by the way, I don't have the Invisimatte either, which is the mattifying powder. I don't have it. I did try it in the store. I am gonna get it, and when I tell you it looks white, but it does not give you flashback, and it does not, you cannot see like an ashy white on you. I mean, it literally is invisible. Like it's, hey, bitch better have my money. Okay. So this is how I'm looking just with this. Now, like I said, I'm not going to put any powder on. I'm not going to put any spray or anything on like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and this is called Rum. Again, this is a highlight. Now, I will say, let me talk about these highlights. You know, she has these matchsticks, and she actually has a powder form of highlight, which I'm going to use in a minute as well. But these matchsticks, as far as the highlight, I don't know if I'm really that impressed. I think I like the powder better. I feel like some people say use a brush to put them on, and other people say to use, you know, just use your fingers to make the highlight go in, or however. But I do apply it like this. Can y'all see that? Oh, you can see that on camera. Now, I will say these highlights can be intense, and sometimes you can't see them, but when that light hits, baby, you see how that light hitting? You can see it. Yes. So I'm gonna try to do, you can rub it in, which I like using the fingers type motion here, but I always feel like you can't see it as well. But we'll put some on the tip of the nose. Can y'all see that? Yes, on the nose there. The Cupid thing, you know, I'm just playing it, right? But let me show you some other colors that I got in the sticks. I also have Chili Mango, and I have Yacht Life. Yacht Life I might be taking back, and I am going to do a swatch for you guys, because I feel like on my skin, on my cheeks anyway, it doesn't show up unless I just like really rub. There we go. Maybe I should have done like that. That's Yacht Life. And then the other one I got, which I really, really like, is Chili Mango. Okay, and I went back and forth a couple times so you can see it. But look at that, Chili Mango. But I also have, I did get Trophy Wife, y'all. I did. Y'all know how trophy wife looks, okay? Trophy wife, yes, life. And I also got the Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule. Ginger Binge is supposed to be like the subtle color, and Moscow Mule is more the shimmery color. And as you can tell, I've used this a lot, so sorry that it's messy. But yes, it is definitely life. And I love using this because it looks great on us women of color. But for the sake of this video, I will put a little, and just a little dab, and actually I'm going to use my finger. Let me show y'all. There you go. Let's just do it like that. This is Trophy Wife. It is blinding. I'm just going to put a little bit on my nose here. And look at that. That's too dang much. See? You got to be careful with Trophy Wife, but it's just too much. Look at that. Yes, it's too much. But what I'm going to do is I am going to use the Moscow and Mule. Actually, let's put a little of this on. We just going to have fun right now. And I'm going to do, look at that on the skin. Look at that. Okay, let me see. How should we blend this out here? So I'm just going to use like a thicker kind of brush. And I'm just going to blend it out. Yeah. And blend it out really cute. I'm going to take pictures after this so y'all could really see the final effect, because it's not. There you go. You can also put some, I'm going to put some Moscow Mule on top. I'm just doing a look, y'all. I'm not doing anything fancy. But you can put Moscow Mule on top. Y'all see that? Uh-oh, uh-oh. That Moscow Mule come through, baby. I'm going to just put like a tad of Trophy Wife like on my eyes. Because we just being extra right now. And I probably should put like some kind of brown in the middle, but we just being extra. We just doing stuff so I can show you the color. You don't... The key about Trophy Wife is like you gotta have some control. You just can't be like, bam, here we go. You just gotta have a little bit of control with Trophy Wife, probably. But you can use these matchsticks as lipsticks. My lips crusty, but here we go. Okay, and then what you do is, to make it look really glam, is you can go ahead and, this is the Gloss Boss. This is the infamous Fenty Beauty Gloss. I love this gloss because it really, really does look good on everybody. Like, no matter your skin tone or anything like that. This really looks good on anybody because everyone's, I guess, is that correct to say, their pigmentation on their lips is different. So it does have a little bit of color to it, but not much. So whatever your pigmentation is on your lips plus this, it looks wonderful. Of course, you can add a lip gloss. You can use a lip liner. But let me show you how you can use this over your lipstick. And now it's like a little bit darker, but here we go. Look at that. It just made it pop a little bit, right? So I think this is wonderful. Look at that. Hi. All right, guys, so now my lips are bare. I don't have any of the chili mango matchstick on there, and this is just plain old Fenty Beauty lip gloss that is going to be on my lips so you can see it. Actually, also, I love this because this can serve as a little mirror. Like if you're out, you know, so you can check how your lip gloss looks. But anyway, here we go. It reminds me of like some bubble gum or childhood candy, but I can't, look, I'm all smelling my lips, but I can't think of what it is. But it looks really, really. Alright guys, so I am back. I had to spruce it up a little bit, put on a little bit of mascara, put on some hair, and I had to put on some hoops to finish off the look, right? You know, you got to look cute. But anyway guys, I wanted to take this opportunity to just, you know, give Rihanna a shout out, you know, like How about a round of applause? You know what I'm saying? A standing ovation. No, this line is really, really cool. I'm excited that she came out with this line because everyone who wears makeup as a whole is definitely winning with this line. I commend her for coming out with 40 shades of foundation, especially a line of foundation that is a good representation of people of color, because we do, you know, we just not well represented in the makeup community. So I'm, you know, kudos to that. Now, as far as the makeup line, like, is it gonna work for you? First of all, the primer, like I said, I don't know that much about primers, like how they really should feel. Did it help my makeup stay on longer or whatnot? I did feel like it felt great on the skin. And the foundation, I love it because it is a light to medium coverage, and I like that because I don't a lot of times want to look like I'm just like made up to the gods. I just want to look like have a fresh face, like I'm alive, like I got a little life, give a little life to the face, so to speak. So I like that it's light, but you can build up. Also, if you are really, really oily, and I'm talking about to the extreme oily, this foundation may not be good for you unless you're really putting some powder on and maybe you got some blotting tissues and stuff like that, because you have to remember this is, along with it being a light to medium coverage, this is a soft matte foundation. So soft matte, I'm assuming that it's not like matte to the gods where it's just gonna conceal, feel, and you're just gonna be matte. You know what I'm saying? But it is a good matte foundation. It works pretty well for most people, but like I said, if you're really, really extremely oily, you may or may not like this foundation unless you're really blotting or having some good powder on. And if you are dry, you still probably would like this foundation because it's not super matte. Remember, it's a soft matte, but I just would recommend maybe using their primer or using a good moisturizer underneath, and I think that you should be great. As far as the wear factor, like I said, the most extreme situation that I've been in while wearing this is I went to the Janet Jackson concert, dancing, sweating myself out, you know, working myself up, and I could feel the sweat and oils and everything coming up. But it was really funny because once I calmed down and I walked out of the building and got home, my face looked so dry and it didn't look oily or anything like that, and the makeup still looked like it was in place. So I think that that's definitely a kudos. Moving on to the matchsticks and everything like that, if you're just not a creamy makeup person, then this probably is not going to work for you, or you may or may not like it. I think it works great. It's really creamy. I think it could be a little bit more creamier, but it's creamy enough. It can blend. You can use your fingers, your brush, whatever. And then the powder highlighters, I think I like those the best just because they work a little bit better. They're easier for me to use, especially with a brush. And then we come to the gloss balls. The gloss balls is just wonderful on its own. It's wonderful with the lip liner. It's wonderful if you have a lipstick or use the matchsticks and then put the lip gloss over. I think that that's like a win-win situation. And I have to say, this is another one of my favorites from the line, simply because I think it can work for anybody, which is what the line represents. And I absolutely love this. So pick you up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I love it. This is like a gloss that you definitely can use, that you would put in your makeup bag or like in your purse, so that you can have it with you all the time. And even if your liner has went off or your lipstick has went off, you put this on, you still pop it, just like this. Like, yes. And it has a kind of thick consistency, but even when it rubs off, my lips still feel moisturized. So this line is like bomb. And if you haven't tried it, I think that you definitely need to try it. See how you like it. I love it. Look at that glow. Look at that glow right there. Yes, I just want to walk around like this all day to the side because you can really see the glow. But this line is wonderful, so definitely go check it out. Sorry if this video was long, but this was detailed, and this is the first time that I've actually, I think, applied makeup while on video. So go check it out so that you can look bomb as hell too. Okay?